Good evening, everyone, and welcome to WIAA basketball. Tonight we come to you from Oshkosh North. Not Oshkosh West, where this game was originally scheduled to be a 7:30 tip, but due to weather, this game was supposed to be a 6 o'clock tip, but Homestead arrived a little late, and so it's going to be a 6:30 tip here from Oshkosh North. Mike Frieder, Nate Rickel tonight going to bring you tonight's game. You might wonder why the principal of Bayport and the head basketball coach at Bayport High School are going to do a De Pere game, and it just so happens that those people who were doing it for De Pere couldn't make it tonight, Nate, and so they called us up and said, "You want to do this?" And we said, "Let's do it."
Yeah, great opportunity to come and watch some good basketball and see what happens here tonight. Really looking forward to this matchup. De Pere played them earlier in the year and won by 23 points on January 28th. They won 64-41 at the Germantown Warhawk Invitational early this year. So they have some experience playing against each other, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out tonight.
Yeah, De Pere comes in as the 1 seed in this sectional and the 1 seed in the state of Wisconsin, and that's not arguably, that's no question they're the best team in the state of Wisconsin. Yeah, Homestead Highlanders come in at 21-5. They're the 4 seed, so both teams got here by winning 2 games. And for De Pere, they took on Sheboygan South in the first game, the 16 seed, and took care of them with an 87-34 win. And then De Pere went on to beat Milwaukee King 81-34. So that's what lands them tonight in the sectional semifinal. Homestead, on the other hand, the 4 seed, beat 13 seed Hartford 80-58, and then beat a tough game, a close game that both you and I watched, Nate. Beat Kimberly from the FEA 77-68. So that's what brings them here tonight. A big crowd here at Oshkosh North. Started this game early like we talked about. Not sure what the weather is like out there, but obviously want to get this game in and get home safely. And so, Nate, you've been in this situation before. Tournament basketball, the winner goes on, the loser goes home. If you're a senior and you're playing this game, for many of these kids, it's the last time they probably play organized basketball. So as a head coach, take me through that feeling as a coach and as a player.
As a coach, these coaches have been at it for a while, but Brian has been to the state tournament before. I don't think Coach Kreider has, but the nerves still get to you. We were talking with Brian before the game, and he should be about as confident as any coach should be, but there's still the nerves there. I think he knows he has the best team in the state, and they've played like it all year long, but it still doesn't take those nerves away. Things, how are things going to go? Is there going to be foul trouble? Are they going to shoot it well? Are they going to defend the way they have all year? All those things come into play, but the emotions for players, once they start thinking about winning and losing the game, they got to not think about that. They need to think about what their job is and what they need to do. And I think Coach Winchester will have them ready to play, and as well as Coach Kreider. So we'll see how that all plays out again, but should be a really interesting matchup and have a lot of fun tonight. So like you said, we good? Sorry, getting a picture taken here. So we got some other games around the area going on too. You got Kaukauna playing Marquette tonight, and the winner of this one will play the winner of that one. So we'll see what happens there and try to keep you updated on any scores that we have. Right now we have a score of Neenah 24, Hudson 17 with 1:58. That game started earlier than our game did, just to give you a little bit of a matchup on that. But like Mike said earlier, we got a 26-0 De Pere team versus 21-5 from Homestead. And Homestead lost their first game of the year to Wisconsin Lutheran. Looking at common opponents here, Mike. Wisconsin Lutheran played De Pere. De Pere beat them by 2 middle of the year, January 14th. Wisconsin Lutheran won 99-71 over Homestead, but that's first game of the year. That kind of stuff. So their 5 losses, they lost to Cedarburg after a huge win streak. They had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 wins in a row, and then lost to Cedarburg, a couple wins, and then lost to Nicolet, a good team, Division II team out of their conference. They lost to De Pere, like I mentioned before, by 23, and then lost to Whitnall later in the year, February 4th, and then they've won every game since.
Yeah, if everything goes to plan, just on paper, you'd have to think De Pere wins this game and moves into the state sectional finals, which will be played on Saturday night. And De Pere's led, everybody knows it, if they're listening, by Johnny Kinzinger. Had a chance to interviewed Johnny during a football season, and he talked about the fact that he'll be going to Illinois State, scholarship player there next year, and a lot of pressure off him in regards to the scholarship opportunity. And he talked even before the season about his main goal is that they win a state championship. He makes no bones about that, and he plays that way too. Really unselfish player. He's coming in averaging 18.8 a game, but you'll see him pass the ball, take care of the ball. Assist to turnover ratio is amazing. The kick and flat out play is fun to watch. He's a great kid too, and so then you got Gabe Herman, who's more of a role player for them. Gabe coming off an injury, was the starting quarterback for the Pere. Didn't play much here. He can guard you. And then you got Zach Kinzinger, the sophomore, and he's a player. He's going to be a scholarship player somewhere. And then you got Hogan Damaski will come off the bench. He can shoot the three. And then you got the big guy in the middle, Will Hornseth, the 6'8 junior, and he just keeps getting better and better. And so you look at this team, a lot of Division I basketball players on this team. And so if you're the Pere and you're Brian Winchester, it's different, I think, when you feel like you should win too, right?
Yep.
It comes with some added pressure. And you saw Brian out here early. He was pacing around like a caged animal. He's going to need a new pair of tennis shoes by halftime, I think.
Oh, boy.
But that's just how Brian is, and he's got his game face on right now. You look down there, and
yeah, he's very ready. He's
ready.
Very ready to go. Johnny, like Mr. Frieder said here, Mike said earlier, Kinzinger with some impressive stats this year. I mean, he's shooting 61% from the field. He's 71 of 75, shooting 94% from the free throw line. 3-point shooting, he's 57 of 123 for 490 points on the year. He had one game high, 31 points. So, and then he leads the team in assists, 145 assists to 35 turnovers and 55 steals. So his assist to turnover ratio is 5-1. He's just a great leader, and then the stats are one thing, but just the leadership he shows for his team from the beginning of the year. He's just such a great leader. He does not want to lose. They've lost that sectional final game 2 years in a row, and he does not want that to happen again, and you can see it by how businesslike he's been all year long. So really impressed with Johnny and the year he's had. Player of the year in the conference in FRCC. Hornseth 16.3, very, very impressive. Maybe the best field goal percentage I've ever seen out of a high school kid. He's shooting 76% from the field, 188 for 245.
He gets a lot of close ones, Nate.
Yes, he does, but he makes sure he gets those close ones. He's not fading away. He doesn't let people shove him around. He's 8 of 12 from 3 on the year. He's only taken 12, but he's 66% from 3. He scored 424 points on the year and a single game high of 24. And then you go to Kinzinger, 15.5 a game. He's shooting a lousy 57% from the field and a lousy 84% from free throw line. It's incredible how well they shoot the free throws. Quite the free throw contest at home, but I'm guessing Dad's probably the best free throw shooter out of all of them. Anyway, 49 threes on the year and shooting 44% for Zach Kinzinger. Just a great group of kids there. You got 1,200 points, actually 1,300 points among the three of them. So you really got something. And you bring the Gregory kid off the bench. He can shoot the three. He's 32 of 66 on the year. 48% again. Hogan Domovsky, great role player, great defender, 43% on the year, 28 threes on the year. Bunch of them against us, of course. So, you got the Ramos kid who comes off the bench and plays a little bit, really concentrating on the defensive side of things. So they've got some really good role players. They play really well together. And obviously we know more about the Pere than we do about Homestead. So
yeah, Homestead's led by Solomon Garrison, averaging 16 a game. Tim Frakes, 14.9. Trevor Polite, 10.9. And they got another kid, Chris Jarosevich, who's averaging 11.3. So really well balanced, just like the Pere kids.
Yeah,
four kids in double figures. Nate just rattled off a bunch of the Pere stats. Hey, if you're not a stat junkie, trust us, they're good. And I think you're going to see that tonight. And more impressively, they play defense.
Yes,
they mix it up, and their offense comes because they play really, really hard on the defensive end. And you're going to see them come out right away tonight, I think, and really set the tone on that defensive end. That's what I expect. I expect a pretty close game early on. I see the Pere probably pulling away and winning this basketball game tonight, but we'll see. And so we're going to take a break here. We're actually going to go to our national anthem, and then we'll be back for our starting lineups. Place is rocking. We're at Oshkosh North Sectional Semifinals. It's the number 1 seeded and number 1 ranked team in Wisconsin, to the Pere Redbirds, led by Brian Winchester. They come in 26-0 against the Homestead Highlanders, coming in the 4 seed at 21-5. And I'm going to hand it over to Nate Rickel for our starting lineups.
Starting lineups for the Homestead team tonight. We've got Solomon Garrison, a 5'9" senior, averaging 16 points a game, shooting 74% from the field. Number 5, Tim Franks, a junior, 6'5". And Trevor Polite, a sophomore, 6'6", averaging 10 points a game. Like Mike said before, Tim Franks was at 14.9. So you got 4 guys averaging in double figures. Then you got Anthony Klung, a 6'2" senior, averaging 8.4 a game, and 5.2 rebounds. So they have a really balanced attack. And then number 25, Chris Jurasevich, 6'7" senior, is 11.3 points per game. And then for the Pere Redbirds, as they're announcing them right now, Johnny Kinzinger, number 1, 6' senior. Gabe Herman, a 6'2" senior. Zach Kinzinger, a 6'2" sophomore. Hogan Domovsky, 6'2" senior. And the big man in the middle, Will Hornseth, 6'8" junior. That's our starting lineups for tonight.
If you're watching from home and you got the score clock up, which I think we do, Chris, is that right? Are we looking at the score clock? De Pere will be the guests on the score clock. They're in the dark jerseys, and Homestead will be in the whites. And so alphabetical order, I'm assuming this year, said that the first team will wear darks and the second team will wear whites. WIAA dictates that. So on the scoreboard tonight, De Pere will be the guests. Homestead will be the home team, and we're a couple seconds from tipping off this sectional semifinal game. I'm jacked up, Nate.
Me too. Glad.
Great atmosphere. Glad they invited us to do this. Chris Learman set this all up. Chris is here. He does all the work behind the scenes.
Yeah, thanks, Chris.
Like we say, we're just here for the eye candy, gentlemen. So.
Glad to be here to watch the game. I'd rather be coaching, obviously, but if you can't coach, you might as well commentate and be able to watch a game.
Jurasevich and Hornseth will tip it off here. Student bodies on both ends, jumping up and down, and here we go.
Match of the big fellas here.
Looking down on the
Got some good veteran officials here tonight, too. Jason Magnan, one of them.
Trying to get them lined up. There's no real center circle to look at there, and here we go.
3.
Pere controls
job
the
by
tap,
Zach.
and they'll hand it off to Kinzinger, the senior. Set play here to run the first play. A little flare cut by Zach Kinzinger. They get it out to Johnny.
Nice little set there to try to get Will the ball inside.
Johnny left side to Hornseth, back up top to Herman.
Now they'll get it in the post.
De Pere being patient right now.
There it is.
Inside to Hornseth. Hornseth gets it blocked.
Jurasevich came over with some nice help there.
Gets their first possession.
Garrison setting it up at the top, trying to get the puppies organized. cross screens on the top by 5 and 11. Franks.
We talked about it. DePere very
Too
strong.
much
No
dribbling
guard
there.
Nice play, no call there. And
Trevor Polite to the
Homestead
basket.
scores the first nights of the game.
Zach tried to draw the charge there. Not quite.
Kinzinger for 3. That's going to come up short. Rebound by Herman. That's what he does. DePere turns it over. Garrison here across the timeline. Gets it to Polite. Polite's going to get called for an offensive foul. It's going to go the other way.
Could have gone either way with that. Probably a travel before he charged, but that's what the official decided to give him there. Good with that. Now let's see what they set up here, Mike. They're going to have a set play probably coming out of this little dead ball situation.
Gabe Herman will inbound underneath the basket.
Some token pressure by number 11, Anthony Chung, picking up.
The senior point guard. Take it across the timeline. High ball screen by Hornstead. Johnny gets it to his brother, Zach. Left side. To Demoski. Demoski gets it inside.
A lot of contact in there. The guy's really doing a good job shoving Will out of the post.
DePere taking their time, patient. Homestead getting up in their face. Man-to-man defense by both teams early on in this game.
Homestead really coming out, ready to defend.
Kinzinger for 3. Zach knocks that one down.
Nice shot by Kinzinger. Just a little crossover, step back to the right, pull up, and hits the 3 at the top of the key.
So 3-2 DePere with their first lead of the night.
5 wanted the ball there. Zach came up and said, no,
Polite will hand off to Garrison. Garrison guarded by Kinzinger.
A 1-4 high look here, Mike, with a handoff to start. Another 1-4 high. Little pro cut across the top. Pin down. Trying to post up number 5, Tim Franks, and getting nothing. Great defense by DePere.
DePere guards you all over the place, 25 feet now. Inside,
Travel.
they're called travel. Second turnover of the night for the Highlanders. Both of them
Oh no.
committed by Polite. Well, they're going to have a...
Jason called the foul first, the official here on this side. He had to travel first.
So foul call. Coach Winchester says, I get it.
Dan Van Stratton and
Lay
family watching from DePere tonight, or maybe from somewhere else, but he's watching.
Garrison to trigger the inbounds pass. Out to Franks. Franks guarded by Kinzinger. He can guard you. Player of the year, FRCC Defensive Player of the Year. Up on top to Garrison. Right side, he's going to hand off to Chung.
They're sticking with their men on these now. They're going to switch ball screens with everybody except for Hornseth. And they're dribbling a lot.
Nice play. Take it to the basket. Tim Franks scores, looking for a three-point play the old-fashioned way.
They are putting it on the floor a lot, keeping the floor spread, forcing DePere to decide if they're going to help enough or if they're going to let them kick it out. And got caught in between that time, and the guy got through. Got a nice layup. Number 5, Tim Franks, the 6'5 junior, going to the line.
Gregory will enter the game, and Bleasner will enter the game. And Franks will go to the line here to try to finish off the three-point play. Franks eyes it. Tries it.
81% shooter, misses the free throw.
4-3 if you're just joining us. Homestead, both teams man-to-man the first 3 minutes of the game.
High-low action.
Herman looking inside to Hornseth. They double him right away. Back out to Herman. Not an offensive threat for DePere. And now they're going to call a foul. They're going to go the other way. That foul is going to be on Gregory, I think, Nate.
Illegal screen on Gregory. Yep. Set a cross screen on the bottom. A little bit too much. All right, so DePere with a little token pressure here. They're not denying it or anything. They just want to make you feel it a little bit. And they got their 41 defense in. We'll see what they do with that.
Garrison's guarded by Kinzinger. Switch again on that ball screen. You know that DePere's going to switch on every ball screen. Coach Winchester allowed us to see a little bit of the plan coming into tonight's game. In the corner, three-point shot. That ball's off the iron and rebounded by Kinzinger. Zach out to Johnny. Johnny pushes up right side. Screen by Herman. Johnny gets to 15 feet. Herman thought about it. Kinzinger right side to Herman. Hand off to Kinzinger. Kinzinger's got one triple already. That's the 3 points for De Pere. Inside of Hornseth, they're going to double him right away.
Cut.
That's been their philosophy. There's
there
the
it
cut.
is.
Gabe Herman to the basket for 2.
Sorry, I got caught up coaching a little bit there, telling him to
All right.
cut, and then he did it. Number 2 with the cut to the basket. That's Gabe Herman, 6'3" senior.
Hornseth with great vision for a big man.
A very willing passer. Does a nice job with that.
Harrison gets to the baseline, cut off there by Herman.
Nice job jumping out on that with the switch.
Hand off to Chung.
Great help that time by Herman. No ball screen. Will switched also
Chung
that time.
for 3, the triple on its way, no good. Rebound, Zach Kinzinger, his second of the night.
They do a great job rebounding. Yeah, Will's the leader in rebounds, and
Johnny
Johnny's second.
gets to the basket, counted for 2. Kinzinger coast to coast, and De Pere leads 7-4, and Johnny says, come on, let's go. Franks gets it inside again.
Taking
on
it,
Kinzinger.
nice
Here we
play,
go.
get it up.
Kinzinger on a bust out. Now it's 9-4, and Homestead's wondering, do I take a timeout here? Coach says, play on.
Okay, so the help was way better that time. They get the steal on it. Johnny came in and committed. Take the ball away, gets the easy layup on the other end.
Chung now across the timeline to Garrison. Garrison on Kinzinger, nowhere to go.
Good switch again.
Franks over to Polite. They want to post him up. Polite says, get out of there. I like that. Take the ball to the basket. Will Hornseth comes out and guards him 20 feet from the basket. Polite goes, steps on the baseline. It's going to be Pirate ball. Polite now, 3 turnovers early on in this game. Tommy O'Hagan's going to check in for Chung for the Highlanders.
Got called for stepping out of bounds. He almost could have gotten called for a hook there, too, on the baseline.
Ramos for De Pere, so both teams making substitutions early on here in this game. Johnny left side to Gregory, on top to Zach. Over to Johnny. Johnny thought about a 3, goes baseline. Good patience by him. Zach Kingsier gets in the lane. High ball screen again.
Ramos is very physical. Nice
Kingsier
drive.
to the basket. No shot. They're going to call a foul on the ground. It's going to be basket underneath. Foul on Tommy O'Hagan. Team fouls.
We got a 1-4 high set here. Watch for him running straight across from the other side and look for a slip to the basket.
Chung is going to have to come in for Polite, Nate. Looks like Polite's bleeding a little bit. That's a no-no.
That's
They're
not
going to
good.
have to fix him up and get him back in the basketball game.
Yeah, one of their top players. They need him back in there. Now he's checking for blood on several of the other guys to see if any of them have him. Obviously hard to see in a black jersey.
3 team fouls to 2 team fouls. De Pere with 3, Homestead with 2.
Yeah, just a simple cross screen and come to the top. Nothing there.
Johnny gets in the lane again.
Oof,
Push.
tough. Great job by Ramos. Great hustle. Couldn't quite get it. And you're going to see a lot of physicality out of 24 Ramos. He does a great job when he comes in there playing his role. He's going to be really physical defensively.
Garrison again, the point guard, trying to make something happen. Will Hornstedt, the 6'7" kid on the 5'8" Garrison. Over to Chung. Chung gets it up top,
Oof.
and they're going to call a foul. A little hand check.
Yeah.
That hand check's going to go on Ramos.
Physical. He's going to see those things. If they see him, they'll call him.
9-4 to Pere if you just joined us. De Pere the guess on the score clock. Garrison will pull the trigger from the baseline. Little box set here for Homestead.
Little cross screen there, nothing doing. 3 trying to make a play all by himself. Same with 1, a lot of dribble drive action. Now he's called a travel.
It's probably the 5th turnover. I don't know if we're keeping stats here tonight.
A lot of jitters there by some of the guys. You know, you got a big crowd here. Some players haven't been in this situation before for the Highlanders, so you're going to see some of that.
Kinziger across the timeline.
A little 1-4 high look. There's a cross screen. Circle under, pin across. And Gregory's a great shooter. Missed that one.
Hornstedt with the rebound. Hornstedt puts it back up, misses that one. Chung with the rebound quickly up the court. 3-point shot on the way, and that's going to rattle home for Tim Franks.
Nice.
Franks has 5.
Follow-up
the
3.
Homestead 7.
We call that a walk-up three. The last guy to get up the court, he ends up being open a lot. And hit it over the outstretched arms of Will. Ramos not looking to shoot it, looking to get other guys open. Screening, maybe not there.
Hornseth with a screen up top. Kinzinger uses it. Comes back out to his brother Johnny. Great ball movement by DePere. Three-point shot on the way, buried.
That's what he's out there for.
Bryce Gregory.
Gregory's a great spot up three-point shooter, shooting off 44% on the year. So looking for that.
The basket, defended well. Quick shot
pushing
there
it
by
up here to
Homestead.
Zach, I would think. There it is. He's going to hit the three. That's it. Too bad. Good look. Nice job in transition. Zach's not happy with himself, but really good look. Nice pass by his brother. That's not a foul. It shouldn't be. Nope. Here we go again.
That's not a foul because the ref didn't call it.
Well, that
That's
should have
not
been
a
there.
foul either because the ref didn't call it. Kinzinger on top. He's going to get a screen from Hornseth again. Johnny uses it. He gets inside the lane. He gets on the side of the lane and makes it hard on the team. Hornseth to the basket. A little jump.
Nice play.
Count it. And DePere now doubling up.
Really
14-7.
stayed under control when he went in there, Mike. Make sure he didn't charge. Extended high over the guy. Shot a nice one in there.
Another high ball screen. Both teams kind of really similar on the offensive end. Both teams that played man-to-man the entire game. Garrison gets it right side to Bleasner.
They look a little tired right now, Mike.
You got Hornseth out there guarding Garrison about a foot taller.
The energy they came out with offensively has kind of dwindled here. They are look very out of energy right now. And we got Will, and the smallest guy on the court, and he's going to beat it.
Matumboed him on that one.
That was a nice recovery by Will. Solomon Garrison got by him, but he recovered well and knocked it out of bounds.
Can't teach height.
No.
So that
now who do
6-7
we got in the game? Number
5-7.
25. Colin Wicker in the game, subbing in for Will. Then we get Domovsky back in for Ramos. Such good help on defense there. Zach chases him around. He gets the help he needs to get the ball stopped.
Frank says 5 of their 7, but Polite seems to be the guy that handles the ball most of the time. That's going to be a foul, I think, called first. So Jurasevich gets fouled before. Foul is going to be called on Kinzinger. Now we're sitting right in the DePere section, and obviously they must have a much better view here because...
Well, we always do, you know. We always see it better than the official, especially when you're coaching.
Coach Winchester's.
He knows all their plays. That is an interesting call. That's going to be 2 on Zach.
Franks takes it right into Zach Kinzinger. Kinzinger trying to plead his case, but Nate, I don't think the ref's going to change his mind.
No, he's not going to change his mind, but it may change his mind later because he's letting him know he did drop the shoulder, which he did. But you know what? This time it doesn't matter. Maybe next time it will, and the referee's trying to explain it to him.
So that's 2 fouls on Zach Kinzinger, and Franks will go to the line looking for his 6th and 7th point of the night.
Coach Winchester's got a couple words for the official over here also, or at least a couple questions for him. He doesn't want one of his best players out with foul trouble.
I think they're just talking about how the family is.
Yeah, how you doing? How you been? What are you going to eat after the game?
Catching up a little bit.
All right, number 5 at the line for his second free throw.
One.
He is 0 for 3 tonight. He's shooting 81%. That's rough stats. That's what I saw anyway. We haven't marked anything down. Sorry about that. Ooh, nice job. I don't want to leave him open.
Johnny for 3. Count it.
A little overplay by 3 there. Got out of position. Great shot fake by Johnny. Drills it.
17-7, and it's a little danger zone here early on, I think, for Homestead.
Great vision by Johnny coming over.
Try to get it up. Makes a little spin move into the lane. And
tough shot by Polite.
17-9. Here quickly up the court.
Somebody come and help him. There you go.
Gregory's got a triple, gets it out to Herman. Herman and Demoski, they're going to go inside.
So strong inside.
Kitzinger, he's really good right there.
Oh, nice pass.
Play. Gregory for 3.
Got it. A little rattler off the rim, off the board, off the rim, and back in. Nice kick out by Johnny. Just great unselfish player. It just shows how good he is of a teammate going in there. Goes inside out with it to Gregory. Gregory's second 3 of the night, I believe.
That's correct.
And it's 20-9. Excellent job by Kinzinger once again. I kept thinking it was Kinzinger for years. I thought that's what people, but I guess it's Kinzinger. And
Kinzinger, I think. Cale Coleman.
All these years.
Listening in from Vegas. He's probably way up tonight out there in Vegas. Also, Mrs. Provost is listening, the peer chemistry teacher. Probably correcting papers at home, getting ready for tomorrow. Setting up labs or something like that. Most post-chemistry teachers do. 30-second timeout. And Coach Kreider trying to regroup here.
Appreciate the compliments, Mrs. Provost. Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Been waiting all week.
Right now the Birds are flying.
Birds are flying high. Nice help by Hogan. Excellent job. They just do such a great job switching and talking on it. That is a quick player, number 3 there.
Garrison got to the baseline on that one, but no place to go. When you got a shot blocker like Hornseth in there, makes it difficult. Back out to Garrison on the top. Homestead having a hard time getting a good look.
They're doing a great job on the handoffs, just getting right through it. And then on the ball screens, they're doing a great job of switching. Johnny's just chesting them up. Excellent job.
Jurasevich for a 3. That's off.
Oh, a great pass up the floor.
Out to Hornseth. He's trying to get in the basket. Nice play by Will.
What a beauty. What an excellent catch for anybody, but especially a big fella. Had to go down and get it. Great hands.
22-9 De Pere.
See, now they didn't switch that ball screen, Mike. It's just a quick show and recover. Hard show and recover. Excellent.
In the lane. Jurasevich still looking for his first points of the night.
Now he's got a chance for a 3 again.
Jurasevich for 3. That's going to come up short.
Great rebound by
Franks. With the rebound. Out to Chung. 3-point right side. Book it.
Nice
Chung
shot.
for 3. Big shot there by Homestead to cut into that lead. Still double figures. 22-12. And Johnny says let's slow it down a little bit.
Chung's only taken and he's only made 6 threes on the year. Huge one there. He's 6 for 17 on the year. So he has to be wide open, but obviously capable of making it.
Demoski handoff to Herman. Will Hornseth out. 19 feet right wing. Hands it off to Demoski. Hornseth with a pick. Corner ball for Johnny, and that one's off. Rebound to Franks. Polite hands off to Chung, who just hit the triple. Jurasevich. Big kid out to Polite, over to Garrison.
Oh, nice play by Gregory. Awesome job. Too bad he stepped out of bounds for him, but excellent anticipation, getting underneath the post to get out there to get a hand on it.
5:09 left first half, 22-12. 6 fouls for De Pere. 2 fouls for Homestead.
Say hello to Al Schleiss out there tonight, one of our buddies. Glad you're listening in, Al. Thanks for the compliment. Nice job by Herman there, switching on that screen again.
Gregory on Polite. Polite likes to get inside and do that. Nice help by Herman, and Herman says that's a foul too. And Coach Winchester needs to understand that they're not going to change their mind again.
Yep, he went in to try to grab it. Got a little bit too much of the hand or the arm there in the official's opinion, which is the only one that matters at this point, right?
That's correct. 17 fouls now.
7-2 on fouls. Yeah, he got him on the wrist for sure.
Polite to the line.
You know, you either got to come from underneath on that when you go in or grab it with 2 hands, right? Can't be slapping down at it.
Polite makes the first one. He'll try to make the second one and cut into this lead and make it an 8-point game. So Trevor Polite eyes it, tries it, and that one's off again. Kinzinger with the rebound.
Get a little set here. See what they got, a little high ball screen. He rejects
Johnny
it.
To the rack.
The other way. What a great body control by Kinzinger. Wow.
Didn't
that
take
was
the screen
incredible.
there, Nate. He decides.
No, he rejected it and went to the left side, and it totally blew by everyone. It comes back to the right. I thought he was going on the left side, but what a play.
Trey Ploss in the game for the first time. That's
excellent help down by Johnny.
Franks gets in the lane, but knocked out of bounds.
He might be one to be called John now, but I still think he's Johnny.
I'm going Johnny.
I like that one.
So Ploss now to inbound underneath.
One looks like he's going to try to fake a cross screen. He's a little early on that. And what is he going to do instead? Yeah, he's faking it. Little handoff play. Just trying to clear it out for 10.
Right again. 3-point shot.
It's a 2-foot
shot
was inside.
Yep. Liam Reese with his first shot. That's off. Kinziger again with the rebound. Johnny to Hornseth. Coach Winchester says, let's run a set play here. Johnny hands off to Zach. Zach the sophomore.
Iverson cut and a wide
Johnny.
open lane for a
nice
three.
Kick out. Gregory the triple off the rim. Tapped out of bounds. It'll remain the Redbirds basketball.
Yep, Polite hit that one out of bounds. That was a nice set play. Again, John made a great play. Drives the baseline, hits the stretch guy on the baseline there. Just missed that one. Good look, though.
Kinziger to inbounds. Look for him to get it back. Into Will Hornseth, 15 feet. Will's going to back him down.
Pass.
Nice play to Herman. Herman inside for 2.
They're actually doing a really good job of pushing Will out of there, and he's handled it really well. Just turns and fires it to the open man.
Yeah, you can tell Will's used to that double team, and he knows to look where that double team's coming from and done a nice job.
Yep, he doesn't let it fluster him. Okay, 23 in the game for the first time tonight. Trey
Ploss. Polite's handled the basketball almost all this game, gets it inside.
Great block.
Hornseth says, get that out of here.
Notice how he didn't quit. He stayed with the play, John. He gave him just enough help, and then he comes and taps that one with his 6'8" frame. Really nice play. Now we got the high ball screen again. And a roll, and we got the over-the-head pass. Now we're looking in. Nice hook shot. Tough to stop that one, huh, buddy?
Yeah, you know, they're doubling a lot of places, and DePere knows what exactly they're going to do, and they're hitting the open person. And then they got a quick come out, and Hornseth has been open a couple times down low, and he can finish.
So unselfish.
DePere simply guards you. It's fun to watch.
Tenacious defense.
Another ball screen, and Will's going to come out on Polite.
They never relax on defense. They're always coming at you.
Nice move by Tim Franks, taking it to the rack. A little kiss off the glass for 2.
The left-hand action right to the middle. Just got a step on his defender. Not enough help that time. And no help there. Zach blows by on the right side and finishes with the left hand.
Homestead quickly up the court. 30-15 if you're joining us. All DePere tonight.
No, half of the points.
Half the points, correct.
They doubled him up.
Oh, another block by Gregory.
Excellent job of staying down and blocking it at the perfect time by Gregory. Excellent job. You may have hand-checked him a little bit on the way in.
The DePere crowd even giving them a Mutombo. They probably don't even know who Mutombo is. Probably from those commercials you see him on now. Polite inbounds. They would call a legal screen.
Official had his mind made up.
I think.
Before the play, he was looking for that one. That was quick.
Yeah, Sean Kreider, the head coach, is like, hey, it's 2:09. We got 15 points.
He gave him a little bit of a hip, and the referee was ready to call that one and made the call. Another high ball screen for John. John with an inside-out dribble. Got by his guy for a moment. We get a lob, but the help is there. Oh, nice. That hit the ground, so they're good.
Coach Winchester wants the play. He's calling line.
14 low action for the
They're wondering if they're going to go the other way. They said Gregory was out of bounds, and the ball never got out of bounds, and he caught it.
Yeah, I saw it bounce before he caught it, and I don't think the officials saw that. I think they may have missed that one. We'd have to watch the replay,
doesn't
honestly.
Really matter what you think.
It's over.
Nate.
Doesn't matter.
Exactly.
We don't have the replay, right?
Polite with the ball screen. Garrison back in the game. Garrison's averaging 16 points a game. He has not scored yet tonight. Out to Jurasevich.
Herman slapping down again. over there in great position, but then slaps down, gives the official the reason to call it. Now we're at a 1-and-1 here. First 1-and-1.
Drosovic will go to line looking for his first points of the game. Like I said before, Solomon Garrison averaging 16 a game, has not scored yet in this game. Drosovic with the first free throw, he knocks that one down. 30-16 to Pere.
Drosovic is a 66% free throw shooter on the year.
Wicker checks in for Herman, who's got 2 fouls. Gabe's like, hey. But they're not changing their mind, obviously. Drosovic trying for his second one. And he knocks that one down, 30-17.
We got 48 of 73 on the year for 65%. They both there.
1:20 left first half. The Pere not going to play for one shot here, I would assume.
No, a little too early for that. For the Pere, 25 for 3.
Wicker
drills it.
Knocks it down. Big shot by Colin Wicker, who just stepped into the game.
Nobody is afraid to shoot it for the Pere.
Garrison trying to look for his first basket. He gets it, taken to the rack. Solomon Garrison.
Before you know it, they didn't get back that time. Fell asleep a little bit, maybe celebrating a little too long on that one.
No help on that play. 48 seconds left in the half.
Nope, we got to help.
Inside.
Oh boy, go inside with it. Yep, nice look inside. Will feeling it. Nope, didn't see that one as well.
You got to think right now they probably hold for one, and Coach Winchester yells that. Now
we might get that. Back cut by Johnny.
Here does a nice job. Great body control, scores 2.
Great pass, little bounce pass on the back cut. Nice finish. We'll see if Homestead has enough guts to hold it, or if they're going to go for one here. They should go for one, but see if the Pere can steal it. Got a nice look and drilled it.
Garrison with his 4th point.
Nice finish to the half for number 3, Garrison.
That's the half. At the half, all to Pere. The Pere sets the tone on the defensive end. Homestead's only scored 21 points. De Pere, 35 points. After half of this sectional semifinal, number 1 ranked De Pere, 35. Number 4 seeded Homestead, 21. You're listening to NEW Sports Radio.
We're going to take a break.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a number 1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
Sportsmanship doesn't stop when the game ends. It's part of the community you live in. Respect, character, dignity. Your community, your team. We're a proud sponsor of the WIAA Rural Mutual Insurance Sportsmanship Award and have been since it began. It recognizes that sportsmanship matters in your community. Visit ruralmutual.com/WIAA and see how our team and your community can work together to be true champions.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
We are back at Oshkosh North High School for the sectional semifinal. At the half, De Pere leads Homestead 35-21. Both teams have played man-to-man, person-to-person, the entire first half. And De Pere, for the most part, has, I would say, dominated this first half with a variety of players scoring the basketball. And they play defense really well. Both teams kind of playing the same type of offense, want to have a lot of high ball screens. But when it comes down to it, De Pere hitting triples, getting the ball into Will Hornseth, Johnny Kinzinger kind of just making it all work for De Pere. They lead handily 35-21 at the half. Mike Frieder, Nathan Rickel with the pleasure of doing tonight's game. We had asked to do this game due to the fact that De Pere had a couple other obligations from the announcers, and we said we'd love to do it. So, Nate, what are your thoughts about the first half?
Great job by De Pere defensively, obviously, but just running things through Johnny and through Hornseth, they're just getting more good looks. You got Will just stays so calm when he gets that double team and makes the correct decision almost every single time. I think there was one time where a ball got tipped where he should have thrown it outside instead of to the other opposite block, and it got tipped, but they didn't lose the ball on it. So they're just making a few better decisions, and they've missed a couple shots actually that sometimes they'll make, or it could be a bigger deficit for the Highlanders right now. So I mean, they're hanging in there, they're hanging around, but if things continue this way, it's not going to be a fun night for Homestead.
No, I think the question for Homestead is, what do you do coming back out, right? You're not going to go play zone probably. You're going to continue to play man-to-man, and De Pere's not going to play any zone. They're not playing full court. No pressure either on either end in regards to bringing the ball up to court, and it's going to be really hard to beat De Pere just because they play so well on the defensive end. And it wouldn't surprise me at the end of this game if Homestead's in the 30s. They might not make 40, but we'll see how that game ends. But like you said, Will Hornseth, you can tell how well coached De Pere is. They know that Will's going to get this double team all the time, and so he knows it's coming. And he's doing a great job passing the basketball. And you said it a couple of times. I think it was Gabe Herman say, "Hey, as a coach, you're like, hey, cut." And right, Gabe's guy goes to doubles. The guy goes to doubles. You cut to the basket, you're going to be wide open.
Yeah.
Will's a big kid, has great vision. And they've had layups. They've hit three-point shots. We don't have the stats, I don't think. Mr. Learman's in charge of that, but he's also in charge of all of our graphics. And so we'll probably the only stat that matters is the score, 35-21.
John Kinzinger with 11 points. Zach Kinzinger with 5. Hornseth with 6. For the Highlanders, we've got Franks with 7. Polite, 5. And Garrison 4. So those are the leading
last
scorers.
4 of the half.
Yes, he did. He finally came down and hit a nice little jump shot at the end to finish the half as time ran out. Very nice job again by De Pere, being so well connected, making the correct decisions, not turning it over. And you look at their stats for the year, Mike. It's a ridiculous stat I took down earlier today that they have 506 assists to 210 turnovers as a team. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Then you look at Homestead, they have 299 assists to 311 turnovers. So we're talking almost 300 more assists than turnovers. You're playing the game the right way and taking care of the ball and sharing it. And this team, you can tell that they have a lot of love for each other, taking care of the ball like that. Once again, Johnny Kinzinger on the year. This is 26 games in, 145 assists to 35 turnovers, 55 steals. I mean, you're talking about some big-time numbers there and just taking care of the basketball. It's fun to watch that kind of basketball.
We don't have a lot of scores for you, but the winner of this one's going to take on Kaukauna or Marquette. They're playing tonight. Don't have that on the Twitterverse here, but if someone had that score out there, feel free to send it my way if you have it so we can update that score. Neenah at Stevens Point. They're playing Hudson in the sectional semifinal. They lead 55-42. We're watching that one as De Pere takes the court. And so we're going to go to a break here. We got about 3.5 minutes left before the second half. You're listening to NEW Sports Radio.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 180,000 participants here in Wisconsin who take part in high school sports.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Boom! Hey, where are you going? Can't get by me. I'm number 1 in this class. I rule this lab. I'm number 1. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! Winner! I am the king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there. So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
What?
Jerk.
The final countdown, Mike.
We are back to Oshkosh North at the half. The Pere leads 35-21. Mike Frieder, Nate Rickel doing this game, and if people are wondering why, the Pere's normal people.
Well, I can tell you why. It's because we have 2 former players that are helping them coach now. Maybe that's why they're doing so well.
Eric Molmart's down there, and we also have
John Gruenberg.
Both played for the Pirates. They're now on the staff with Brian Winchester, and so
great staff that Brian's put together here.
Eric, my neighbor when he was growing up, used to drive him to school every day.
Yeah.
So I used to show up in my garage, and I would take him and Adam to school every day. So we're the Redbird fans tonight.
Yes, we are. We're FRCC fans also. I'd like to hear how the other games going with Notre Dame tonight too.
So if you're out there and you have my number, text me some scores if they're out there. Love to give you an update. We gave an update of that Neenah game against Hudson. They're up 57-45. The winner of this game will play the winner of Takana and Marquette right now. The Pere leads 35-21.
We cannot
second half.
get the stream of that game for some reason, NFHS or something that's on, so unfortunately we can't keep you updated on those scores. Hopefully someone will tweet to us at DePere Hoops or text us if you have that information. It looks like Neenah's up 57-46 with 2:51 left in the game.
Homestead will get the ball here second half, and Coach Rickel, 18 minutes on the clock. I'll be interested to see what the score is at about 14 minutes. If it's still a 14 or more game, I think De Pere has this in hand. I think Homestead's going to have to make a little run here early on and cause De Pere to do some things differently. But right now, De Pere simply plays great on the defensive end.
Yes, they do. They start on defense here.
Garrison with a point guard who scored those last 4 points. He averages 16 a game. Left side to Franks. Franks get into Polite. I think they want to get him some more touches inside. He goes to the basket. Nice move. Can't finish. Gets it back. Goes back up again. Blocked by Herman. Says, get that out of here.
Got a good look. Missed a good look. Now we're going to have a transition look. Nothing there now.
He hasn't scored yet, I don't think, in this game. Gets it inside to Johnny. Johnny likes to post up.
Takes his time in the post. A little physical there by the Highlanders. 11 reached in. And we got a little curl cut and fill. Zach with the 3, drills it.
Knocks it down just like that.
Just a simple curl cut by his brother that opened him up just enough. A little jab step and drills the 3. 38-21.
17 now. Gabe Herman with 2 fouls, but he's in to play defense. Polite to the basket. There's Gabe with his 3rd foul. He's got 3 of them.
In the cookie jar, as I like to say. Whack! Grandma caught you with your hand in the cookie jar.
That's 3 of them that Gabe just kind of went in there and slapped that, and now he's going to come out of the game, and Gregory's going to come in.
He knew that time that it was.
You can hear that one up here with a set of headphones on.
Then you know it's a foul.
It is. Polite goes to the line. First one, eyes it, tries it, and buys it.
It's a lot of rhyming.
It is.
Man. English teachers would be proud of you.
Well, I'm trying to touch all people tonight, English teachers. We got teachers here from the Pier sitting next to us. Mrs. Prevost is listening in, chemistry teacher.
Provost, I think.
Provost. We're trying to cover all the areas. Polite knocks down the second one.
Little banger. 11 with a little token pressure on Johnny, not bothering him off. They can't really pressure him. They have too many good. Ooh, that could have been a push-off, but no call, and he finishes on the other side of the rim with the right hand.
Right hand kiss off the glass there. Jurasovich left side. Polite gets the ball again. You can tell he's their guy, and that's going to be a foul on Gregory. And Gregory's looking like, what's that about? That's not going to go very far, and he's going to get a foul.
Puts the head down, runs into him, foul.
So that's Gregory's second. Herman with 3. The one thing that Homestead has done better is they haven't fouled as much.
Little box hand play, pop out.
Polite again. He's touched the ball.
Johnny with a great hand on it.
Steal. Johnny on the bust out. He'll go left-handed and get 2.
Too quick for 3 to catch up. 3 started running after him and then said, I'm not going to be able to get him. Nice finish, 42-23.
High ball screen by
Great
Jurasovich.
jump out by Will. Now he'll recover back.
Chunk from 8 feet, rolls off. Rebound Jurasovich and he'll finish.
Nice
Coach
RBI.
Winchester not happy with the
Wanted him to box out, but that's a tough situation on that one.
Zach Kinzinger right side to Johnny. Johnny to Will. Will's 21 feet out on the right side. He's going to try to back down, but doesn't. Picks up his dribble. Now nowhere to go. Domoski. Out to Zach Kinzinger. Zach guarded by Polite.
Zach looks over to see if he's counting.
He's
Yeah,
not.
No, he's not.
Zach to the rack.
Simple
Finish
drive.
simple. No help.
Toyed
Once that
with him.
first person's gone. Will Hornstedt clears it out. And no help side, and there's another layup for De Pere. 44-25.
Such great help defense. Such travel on number 5. Yep. Doesn't matter 5 you did, so it's over with.
19-point lead.
It's amazing how many people know the game that are around us, They have all the answers for the officials.
Zach to the basket again. He's going to pull up, gets it to Will. Will takes it to the basket.
Nice play.
Kiss off the glass.
Just worked his way in there nicely to get a closer look at it. A guy was thinking about taking a charge, but he went in strong, but not too quick to make sure he doesn't get a charge call, right?
Yeah, when you watch De Pere play, if you have to say, what's their weakness? Is there one?
I don't think so. I mean, I've played them twice this year, and I've watched them play a lot more than that. And there's a lot of them. There's a lot of good things.
Coach Rickle, that when the game might get to be 20, that you know how this feels.
Smart guy over here. Easy to say as the principal.
Well, I got a lot of advice.
Yes, you do.
I
for every program.
I try.
Football,
I try to be
baseball,
involved with all of them.
basketball. Yep. You got a lot of answers
Brushing
for
up on
us.
my lacrosse right now.
I don't know if you know anything about hockey.
Well, I just make that up.
I don't either, so.
Nice D there, recovery there at Garrison.
They got a mismatch inside, but it doesn't matter because they help
what a
so well.
play.
Here comes a big thunder dunk.
Send it home!
Bill cocked her back a little bit and threw it down with authority. And they pick up right away. However, they're calling a hand check on Domovsky. You got to give Homestead a little bit of credit for getting these fouls, because as soon as they feel the contact, instead of backing away, they go into it and force the ref to call it. So you see some teams, they get that pressure and they get all weak and, mentally weak about it, and physically it doesn't do things very well. So did you just replay that? Well done. Nice replay. Nice replay.
You're all right. People around us mentioning our Bayport gear that we have on right now.
Oh, yeah. A little turnover by number 11. 10 zigged when 11 thought he was going to zag. So the turnover by Chung, trying to throw it to Polite.
Well, you can tell when De Pere plays defense, they want to be aggressive. They don't care if they foul you. They got a lot of guys on the bench,
Yep.
and they feel like there's good fouls.
They're going to be
really
aggressive. Yep. they'll take their chances on certain plays to make sure. They'd rather have a foul than a score.
Into Will.
Nice little turnaround. Made that look so easy, Mike.
That's just a little 6-foot tough shot and soft hands and good entry pass there by Johnny Kinzinger, and it's 50-25. They've doubled them up here.
Yes, they saved. Unfortunately for the other team, hits the official, and that is just part of the game because the official's part of it. Officials are standing out of bounds. It would have been out of bounds, but it's not. It hits him inbounds. Saved, gets De Pere an extra bucket there. Unfortunate play for Homestead. Unfortunate that it probably doesn't matter that much either for them. Another wild shot, forced it a little bit. There's too much help by De Pere.
Johnny gets in the lane.
Over the head pass, beauty. Little spin move, a little lick of the fingers, and says, that was a fun one.
Yeah, a little frosting on that one. De Pere doing whatever they want to do right now. Polite's going to get to the basket, spins. Hornseth comes over, nice double team. Back out on top. Bleisner looks for it. Gaddison with a three, misses it. Gabe Herman again with the rebound. Gabe's going to get after it. He does.
Will started running out, and he should have been there to help his teammate out. He started taking off before.
I don't think Will thought that Gabe had that ball.
Yeah, he did think he had it, obviously. That's why he took off, but he had two guys still harassing him. He needed a little help.
Coach Winchester looks at Demoski and says, get back in the game. Chung left side to Gaddison. Over to Bleisner, three-point shot.
Brick City, baby.
Right now, nothing going.
Rushed that one way too much.
Way.
Nice pass. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Wow, what a finish. Great drop pass by Johnny. Drops it to the dunker's hole, and there's the dunker to dunk it.
56-25, I said. Hey, what's this game going to look like 4 minutes in the second half? Looks like over is what it looks like.
Yes, it does. Number
Polite
10.
for three. Can't knock that one down. Hornseth tries to get the rebound.
Polite's going to.
Gregory. He's going to.
Thank you very much again. Putting on a little bit of a show here. The fans are getting what they paid for tonight, especially if you're a De Pere fan or just somebody wanting to watch the game and see some fun things happen. Just smothering them on defense, Mike.
33-point lead. There's a foul and count the basket.
It's just
Tim Franks trying to get it the old-fashioned way like he did the
here's
first
a replay.
possession of the game.
Here's a replay of that dunk by Gregory.
You make it again?
Pounded it. He made it again,
Made
yes.
it again. Kinzinger, Zach Kinzinger, Will Hornseth, Gabe Herman. Checked out of the lineup for De Pere.
Kathy Krause listening in. Thanks, Kathy. Appreciate that. Not sure if my father-in-law is listening in, but he's texting the booth that Ben Vanderplas from Virginia broke his hand yesterday in practice, out for the year. Not good for Virginia. Wisconsin product.
Makes a three-point play the old-fashioned way. It's a 30-point lead.
We got Nina
58-28.
headed to the sectional final. Nina headed to the sectional final, 69-56, Mike. Just finished that one in Stevens Point.
I said Nina probably would win that sectional when it first started. I thought they had a good chance. They got a good basketball team, even though they come in obviously at a 5 or 6 seed. Is that right?
Yeah, not quite as tough a sectional as the one that De Pere and the rest of us were in. The 1 seed lost right away to the 16 seed.
The turnover. That's the first time. That's the first turnover I can remember from De Pere in this basketball game right there.
Me
sure
too. There had to be one or two earlier, but they've done a great job. Like we said all year, 500 some turnovers to only 210. 510 assists to only. Got to get that microphone
Zach
up there, Mike. Can't hear you.
Stop in.
Katie Coleman.
Katie Coleman.
Mike, you're hard to hear.
That's Katie's listening in.
That's by design, Katie.
I rarely hear that I'm hard to hear.
Is that on purpose? Yes, it is. That was Chris's idea. No.
All my friends out there listening. Johnny to Zach, back to Johnny.
Beautiful.
29-point lead.
Another
Zach
good look.
Kinzinger for three. That's going to rattle
Great
out.
hustle.
Back in and the play.
Great hustle by Wicker.
Wicker.
Nice job by Wicker coming off the bench. He hit a three earlier. Now he gets a rebound basket in. That's just an awesome hustle play. You love to see that.
So Cole to go to the line. 3-point play. Makes it 61-29. Polite tries to get it inside again. That's going to be a foul. On to Pere. Ethan Ramos, very aggressive on that defensive end like you talked about, Nate. That's 6 fouls on the Pere, only 2.
It'll be interesting to see if he goes with a little zone at some point, maybe to just kind of keep them from getting to the free throw line.
Frank for 3 knocks it down.
Nice little set there coming off the sideline out of bounds play. Gets a nice open look.
So Frank's had a nice night here for Homestead. Johnny gets it inside. Wanted a double dribble, didn't call it. So then it's not a double dribble.
Gonna run a little clock on this one maybe, huh? Ramos. To Zach. Zach toying with 10 a little bit. Fakes the ball screen. He uses it. We got a switch on the number 1. See if he goes and uses that in the post right now. Get it around. Nope, he goes for 3 and no good for Johnny.
Frank with the rebound. He gets to the other end. Garrison gets into the lane, tries to get the basket.
Garrison has great quickness. But
Polite for 3. He knocked that one down.
Yeah, drills it. That Garrison, again, really good quickness to get into the lane. Just can't get many shots up.
So Coach Winchester says, give me a timeout here as Homestead makes a little run here. Still a 26-point lead for the Pere, 61-35. 10:07 left here in the sectional semifinal. The Pere's been in charge.
Nice dunk here on the replay. Beautiful.
Showing some of the replays here.
Thanks,
Learman
Chris.
on graphics.
Chris is really the voice of BP. Here doing all the work for us. We just get to have fun and talk about the game.
We got the easy part.
Now, we'll buy him something to eat afterwards or something to make it worth his while.
That's why he came along.
Oh, wait, isn't he buying?
He said veggie burger. He said he wanted.
The veggie burger. Oh, that sounds awful. Sorry for those veggie lovers out there. I like vegetables, but not as a burger. We do have a stream of West De Pere versus Notre Dame on it. Looks like it's 26-21, but I can't tell who's winning. Actually, it looks like Notre Dame is up 26-23 right now.
Gregory up top getting pressured really hard, obviously. Homestead saying we got to turn it up a little bit. That ball goes out to Gregory.
Nice
Thought
shot.
about
fake.
a 3-point shot. He's made 2 on the night.
Great
Kinzinger to
patience.
Hornstead.
Boom
Hornstead
again.
lay that one in softly.
Saving his hands like James Worthy-esque there. Just didn't want to hurt his hands maybe.
Garrison right side. He's
Thanks,
got
Rick
4 on the
Brzezinski.
night. He kicks it out to Chung, and then he got Frank. Frank's led them offensively.
Ooh, nice pass.
Drosovic gets it inside, lays it in. Nice job there by Homestead. Nice set.
Little slip there. Whoa. We had a slip and a slip. No, a real slip, but the slip to the basket by 25 for a nice bucket. Zach fell down. Oh,
inside to Gregory. Gregory's going to miss the short one. Tyler
Just
Wall-like.
Rushed it a little bit.
Frank for 3, and that one comes off. And
wow,
Drosovic with the rebound.
Jurassic.
Out to Polite. Polite knocks down the triple.
Polite hits another one, getting it to 23.
So Homestead not going away.
Nice little run here by Homestead. I think that's 7 in a row, right?
33 at one point.
7 in a row. I was right. My math is
Johnny pulls
awful.
up from 8 feet, misses it. Frank with the rebound. Frank out to Polite. Polite gets it in the lane, takes it to the basket.
That's 9 in a row. Coach is going to get a timeout here soon, probably, I would guess.
Coach Winchester is not smiling right now. Kinzinger into the lane. That's going to be a foul. On the ground before, they say. So it'll be out of bounds underneath for DePere.
Let's see what set they come up with here.
Johnny will trigger the inbounds pass. Herman and Demoski check back
Starters back in. Nice job by Gregory and Wicker. Some nice plays. Other than the missed layup, but that happens once in a while. Even that's Tyler Wall, right? Jeez.
Correct.
Oh, dig on Tyler Wall there, Frieder. Take it easy.
Love Tyler Wall. Love to watch him play. But
yeah, me too.
Struggled this year a little bit. Little hurt. Little injured. Ankle.
Yep. They got a 1-4 low with a slip to the basket and now a post.
And give it to Will anytime they want. Will gets pushed out a little bit.
Will's
nice spin move. Little baby touch off the glass for two. Homestead having a day.
Such great footwork there. You know, he gets that spin move down. Just nice help by Gabe. Just too strong for
Seth says, I'll take it up the court. Oh, goes a little round the back.
Now that's
DePere's going to get an easy basket here. That tough pressure, but they have guys that can handle the basketball. Demoski's still without a basket tonight. Right
post
side
up,
of
Johnny.
Oh. Johnny trying to post up.
Great job by Will. Great job not forcing that in. Caught on the hip. Nice little roll. Little slip. Might have been a foul. The crowd wants a foul, of course.
Not a foul because the ref didn't call it.
Ref didn't call it. That's how it goes. That's a
Garrison for
big
triple.
three by Garrison.
23 and a half feet.
Smallest guy on the floor. Comes down, hits transition three. Mike, you're quiet again from Kathy Krause. You got to get that thing by your mouth.
65-45. We're going to go to break. You're listening to NEW Sports Radio.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Great job tonight on the graphics from Chris Learman, doing a great job. I'm looking at some of these other games and they just have the scoreboard up there and can't tell which team is which, so great job by Chris. We're back, Mike, if you want to take over here, buddy.
Got a good view of Coach Winchester there. I'd have to say he's not happy right now.
No, a little comeback here. You know, as a coach, you don't want to have those letdowns to make it even close and give them any hope at all. So, you know, rightfully so, he should be a little upset right now. He wants to take the game over. And
it's a 20-point game. I think DePere was up 33 or 35 points earlier. So Homestead not going away, kind of like the Badgers that game last night.
Yep. Well, it's not going to end that way.
I would agree.
I think we're going to see a little run here by DePere. Little flare screen on the opposite side. Zach with a three. There you go.
That run a nice set play coming out of the break there.
Yeah, nice job out of the timeout. They set that little flare screen for Zach, and he was wide open. Great screen. Great job setting it up. Good pass. And same look there, but see how much better it's defended by DePere. It was the same look.
Look out for a three ball coming here on a little delay.
Good pivots by Domovsky. Gets the guy off of him. That's foul on number 3.
That'll be the 4th personal, so 3 yet until the bonus. Side out, Gabe Herman will trigger it in from the side out.
Guy right on the ball. Should be an opening if we can get a good screen. Look, he's got him underneath on the opposite side. Yes, sir.
Oh, what a play.
So they put a guy right on the ball that if you can get a screen and get a steal, I
think, Nate, you call that play corner when you run it. Garrison for a triple.
Number 2, but yep. Sideline number 2, that one is.
Tomaski picks up his dribble.
Got him again.
Gives it to Herman. You're going to get
he's wide open.
Will whenever you want him inside because they are guarding really hard.
Missed him on the back cut there. Zach
Herman
comes out. Hits
Zach
another 3.
Kinzinger for 3 off the rim. Franks with the rebound.
Good look again, just off the back iron.
Franks to O'Hagan. Out to Franks. To Chung. Right side to Garrison.
That's not over and back, as someone behind me thinks they are a referee.
Frank gets it down deep. Nice little move up and under. Misses it. Herman battles for the rebound. Franks gets it back and finishes.
They had a 5-0 run now. It's 5-2 after that timeout. We get a little double team going and a pass to the middle, and we're going to get great patience. And one. Beautiful job of staying under control, keeping your head up, making the right pass.
When you're pressuring that hard and you got the guard play of both the Kinzinger boys, they're going to beat that. You're going to get some easy baskets, and Will's taking total advantage of that. Hornseth tonight he's got a lot of easy looks. Ryan Warner listening in out there. Ryan, our SRO in the Howard Swamico School District, does a great job along with Brian Jansen up at the high school. Frank backs Hornseth down. Gets it to O'Hagan. O'Hagan, nice little move.
Strong move.
Tommy O'Hagan with his first basket, the sophomore.
Tommy, what a great name. Tommy O'Hagan. Not holding this. They're going to get a little.
That ball tipped out of bounds.
Let's see what set they come up with here, Mike. What do you got?
I think they're just content to get the ball, and I don't think they're really looking to score off of this set. They're up by 23 points right now.
They want to score.
I think more of a delayed play, not something simple.
Think so?
Yeah.
Well, now they switched it up. Just a simple drive to the basket. Nope, you were right. Swing. You got Will out top.
Hornseth thought about it, puts it on the floor. Nice spin move. This kid is tough.
He's good with that spin move, and when he gets up in the air like that, it's pretty tough for anybody to block it or stop it at all.
Check your mail, Will Hornseth, because a lot of schools are calling.
Check your mail.
Jurasevich gets fouled on that play. That'll put them in the bonus, and he'll go to the free throw line. So Jurasevich, the 6'7" senior, will go to the free throw line.
Say hello to my father-in-law out there who's listening in. Said Tommy was too, but he just left. Why isn't he listening? Tell him to get ready to go to bed.
I was going to say, it's bedtime for the Rickle boys. Jurasevich knocks down the first one. 74-50 to Pere. They've led by as much as 33 in this game. Jurasevich knocks down the second one. Homestead picks up full court. Kinzinger to Kinzinger. To Demoski. Demoski gets into the lane. He's going to get his first basket of the night. A little left-handed kiss off the glass.
Nice finish by Hogan.
Garrison right side to Polite. Polite gets in the lane. Nice move. Finishes at the rack.
Good athlete, number 10.
Homestead all over the place right now. They're just going to give up a lot of points.
Polite only a sophomore, number 10. We'll see him the next couple of years.
He's a good player.
Shore Conference.
Long, athletic kid. Likes to have the ball in his hands. Zach Kinzinger and Johnny taking control up front. The Pere's going to try to run some clock here to Demoski. Demoski to Kinzinger. All right, a little weave out top. And that's going to be a foul. The 6th on Homestead. The next, they'll be in the bonus.
Oops, stepping on your cord. Sorry, Mike.
Redbirds will enter from underneath their basket.
Up 23 here. They go a little smaller.
Be interested to see when Coach Winchester says, okay, I'm ready to put the bench in, but it's going to be a while yet.
Yep. Gave that score out earlier.
Screen here to get Kinzinger open. There's going to be a foul, and Demoski will go to the free throw line. So Demoski to the line for the first time tonight. He'll shoot the bonus. Hogan, a 6'2" senior. He's got 2 points on the night.
Marquette High School, the 67-40 victory over Kaukauna tonight. At
Marquette
Hartford.
beats Kaukauna 67-40 tonight. For those people sitting next to me wanted to know.
That's who De Pere will play when they win this one. Up 23 with 3:32 left in the game. Dealing with the pressure just fine.
Zach does a nice job with the pressure. He's a strong kid. He gets his
Somebody
brother.
Somebody to the middle. There he is. Back cut. We got a dunk.
We
Great job. Just waiting for that cut to the middle so they could back cut, and it happened.
Just too much pressure, and De Pere's going to beat that every time.
Yep.
Garrison gets to the basket, tries to score, blocked
so
by
good.
Kinzinger.
What a play. I mean, that guy's going to get by most people and finish because he's so quick. Johnny just doesn't quit. We got another layup on the other side. Nope, they pull it out instead.
Gabe Urban's like, hey, give me the ball. Give me 2 points here.
Yeah, we need a skip pass. Well, here they run that little triangle set here.
Little weave out top.
Mike calls it the weave. I like to call it a little triangle. Plasky likes to run this little set here to delay it a little bit sometimes.
I don't think Brian Winchester is yelling patience, however.
Got another dunk. Yes, it is. Deposit for Will again. And I think that coach is probably thinking about clearing the bench here soon.
O'Hagan, the sophomore, you talked about it. Now there's steal by Demoski.
Get your timeout and get them out of there. Not anybody getting hurt. It's time to clear the bench. Yep, here he goes.
Brian just counted 8 guys to go in, so you can't put them all in, Coach.
Well, I mean, these people behind us, they knew it was time to sub. They were calling for it.
Gabe Herman. He says no.
Zach smiles at him.
Coach Winchester says, don't you dare shoot that, Zach. Give it to your brother.
You got to love the interaction.
That's great.
The coach.
I thought he was going to shoot it anyway. I did. I thought.
That would have been funny.
That would have been great if he shot it anyway. I don't think Brian would be laughing right now. And 1:41 left, and we're going to clear the bench, and the De Pere crowd stands to applaud.
As they should. Bunch of subs coming in right after this first free throw.
Johnny knocks the first one down.
I don't expect them to miss, shooting 95% on the year.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's okay. And a well-deserved hand by the De Pere faithful.
And if you're Homestead, they battled.
They
were
did.
down 35. They cut it to 20. I mean, this team didn't give up.
No, give them a lot of credit for hanging in there and not quitting.
Coach Kreider's got to be happy with that performance. He knew coming in he's got a big obstacle in De Pere.
Yes,
De Pere, obviously, the best team in the state of Wisconsin. And Johnny Kinzinger, who makes it all happen, checks out of this basketball game.
He's the motor. He's the leader. As he should be. Not that there's not other leaders on the team, too, but he's the man.
You know, now you like to see these kids, and like Coach Winchester, right? He's still coaching them up. These kids deserve their time in there.
These kids will play their butts off, too. Watch them.
Nice little spin move there.
And then you got some subs in here for Homestead also. And that's just good etiquette there. One winning team goes to the subs.
Dorchester gets that ball, and he gets it out to Wicker, who's had a nice game tonight. To Gregory, they're still in the game.
Unfortunately, we got to see some of these guys, too.
Well, you said it, Nate.
Yeah, I knew you were coming with something.
Well, I wasn't coming with that.
Yeah, baloney.
Ramos still in the game.
Great job. Dorchester's a nice little player, too.
To Wicker, and now they're going to call timeout and get a couple more players in the game.
You're going to see Dorchester next year probably playing a pretty
Gregory will
role.
check out.
Solid kid.
Wicker will check out. Those two played really well from tape.
They did.
Two coming off the bench.
They really
made some
did.
big shots. And
great defense. And then Gregory had some nice shots, a dunk. And Ramos is his role just to be a
Wicker's still in the game, however. He's going to
tough guy.
Inbound it into the backcourt.
Deach with the ball on top. See what he has.
Get one of these kids a bucket. Zach Kane with the ball goes right side to Dietz. Dietz up top to Wicker. Wicker goes behind the back. Over to Zach Kane. They want him to shoot it.
30 seconds left in the game. Why not, right? They never get
Why
to play.
not?
All right, well,
Correct.
They do too. They get to play.
They played a little bit. A lot of games have looked like this. Dorchester.
Yes. It's going to run it out. Most likely just going to run it out. Just hold it.
Just
Coach
going to
says.
run it out and
Just
hold it.
eat the ball.
De
Great
Pere will
win
advance to the sectional final.
to play Marquette, who looked good tonight, 67-40 over Kaukauna.
De Pere wins in a 82-53 basketball game. The crowd here very happy as about 70% of it is made up of De Pere Redbirds. And so we will go to break, and then we'll be back to wrap this one up from Oshkosh North. You're listening to NEW Sports Radio.
Sportsmanship doesn't stop when the game ends. It's part of the community you live in. Respect, character, dignity. Your community, your team. We're a proud sponsor of the WIAA Rural Mutual Insurance Sportsmanship Award and have been since it began. It recognizes that sportsmanship matters in your community. Visit ruralmutual.com/WIAA and see how our team and your community can work together to be true champions.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
We are back at Oshkosh North, the De Pere Redbirds with an 82-53 victory. A lot of people asking Nate and I, why exactly are we doing this game? And so really enjoyed it. De Pere a little short-handed in regards to the people to announce the game. And so a little FRCC pride, and we came over and did this game, and glad to see De Pere advance to the sectional final. De Pere does what De Pere does, led by Johnny Kinzinger and Will Hornseth, and a great team effort on the defensive end. And Nate, so let's wrap this one up and go get something to eat.
Yeah, let's do that. We got a couple stats for you, though. Will had 24 in the second half and finished with 30 points on the night. And then we had Johnny Kinzinger with 17. Sorry, Johnny, if you don't like to be called Johnny, but John, yeah, whatever. Really enjoyed watching you play again tonight, and hope you guys, and wish you the best of luck on Saturday against Marquette, who won big over Kaukauna tonight. So I'm sure you'll be watching film on that soon, and good luck with that. Zach Kinzinger finished the night with his average, 0.5 under his average at 15 points. So getting the production from their guys and the usual production from some of their other guys off the bench that chipped in as well. So great job by De Pere tonight. Mike, really fun doing the game with you.
Yeah, awesome. A lot of fun. Glad I got a chance to see this. A lot of respect for Brian Winchester and the job he does at De Pere. He's a guy that's coached my own kids, and so it's great to see De Pere advance, not only because they're an FRCC school, but he works really hard at it, and I think they got a good chance against Marquette on Saturday to advance to the state tournament. And so
shout out to Brandon Pretzel out there tonight.
Brandon's listening in tonight.
Said, thank you for filling my living room with great play-by-play. That means he's talking to you.
Sure. He's talking
Thanks,
to both
Brandon.
of us.
And Jay Cottenstein, the other side of that from back in the day.
Yeah, there's
good
two
job
great
calling
players.
the game. Great guys, both of you guys. Love all the things you both do for the game of basketball, and all the other people that put in the time and effort to make this game and carry it on for the other people in the world. Appreciate it.
So we'll wrap it up here from Oshkosh North. Your final again, 82-53. The scoreboard has gone off. So a special thanks to Chris Learman, the graphics tonight, outstanding. The replays, Chris makes it all work. So for Mike Frieder and Nate Rickel and Chris Learman, we'll say good night, everybody out there. You've been listening to